Okay, sorry everybody. We have had a rough time between getting everything started. It's kind of hard for me to run all those dudes downstairs and get up. Sometimes this thing gives me fits to get on, but I think we're on. I think we're live. So we'll get rolling with this game. It's 14-7. I got 6 minutes and 36 seconds to go. All right, that was Jonathan Gooch driving to the basket, picking up a blocking foul on Madison Academy. Our two previous teams had a tough night against Madison. They were very well coached and disciplined. And we unfortunately had a pretty sizable injury on George Davis, our starting point guard for the JV team. Don't know how bad it is yet, but it is possible that he broke his wrist. He could barely put any pressure on it at all, and he iced it up for the better part of the entire game, really, against JV. It happened, I believe, in the first quarter. Boy, that was a great steal there. Boy, look at this. It goes in there and draws that foul. That was a fantastic steal, the ball. And a great fast break look. No, the Mustangs are really holding their own here against Madison Academy. It's 14-7, second quarter, 5 minutes and 43 seconds to go. Nick lays one in, brings it to within 6. Get some wave reaction out of some of the fans. Boy, that's nice. Nick draws that foul and puts both of them in. Gives us a 5-point deficit right now. We're almost halfway through the first half of the game, so if they could stay within, reachable distance. Oh, nice hands by Nick. Oh, that was beautiful. Nick and forced the Madison Academy player to chuck it out of bounds. It looks like here in the second quarter they've made some substitutions, and I don't think their strongest five are on the floor right now. This is really when they should close the margin a little bit. They had a 9-point lead. It's now only 5. Oh boy, that was stolen. Hand out quickly. Gooch go all the way up and get it. Gooch ain't playing tonight. He's had a couple of steals and a couple of layups. He's coming to play some ball, that's clear. Oh, there's another bad pass by Madison. Oh, they throw it right into the hands of Matthew Goat. Matthew's going to see what he can do on the fast break here. He goes in hard. Oh, he makes a nice move, kind of a Euro step. Gets through 1 or 2 defenders and lays it up. Brings us to within 3 points with only 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. Nice play by the Mustangs. We defensively let up there. It's a good thing we fouled. We really didn't mean to let that be a layup, but we did defensively miss that pass into the middle. I don't know if both of these boys started the game, but I'm certain that number 0 did. He just checked in. So I think Coach for Madison has seen enough. He's going to beef it up a little bit. Let's see what we got here. No good shot, but Matthew's seeing it. He goes to James. A little too far, but James does catch up to it. And he gives it to Gooch, who's going in hard. Oh, that would have been nice. That's going to be a foul. Sorry, I'm a little bad angle there. Nice look. I think that pass was a little too much in front of James there, and we were a little discombobulated. If that's an approachable word for a live stream. but that caused a hasty play at the basket, I think. All right, Madison Academy's driving around here, looking, gets it back up top. They're kind of passing it around the arc right now, looking for a way in. That's a skip across the floor. And I believe they're probably going to call that a foul, but I believe the boy hit his foot with the ball. Probably should have been a kick before the foul. Nothing doing. Nice rebound by Hayden High. James is looking. Oh boy, if James can see that. Oh, Gooch had a little step there. I was hoping that he could see it. Gets it to Matthew. Matthew's looking. Hesitantly going in. They kind of probably should have thrown the foul there. Oh, look at Matthew mixing it up down low. That was nice. Thought he might come up with that ball. The refs aren't really fighting on that. Oh, look at that. Nice. James is looking and he does find. Oh, mercy. He was so close to finding Matthew there, but the hands came in and stole that away from him. It's been about a minute and a half with the game, only 3 points difference. Nobody scored in the last minute or so. Okay, that was nice by Nick to steal it. He tries to throw it. It ends up off of a Madison Academy player, and they retain possession. Nick nearly came away with a steal there. Well, he did come away with a steal, actually, but he turned it over. This is a dribble down low, ball outside, back up top. Oh, there it is, there it is. Gooch goes in hard to get it. He gets it out to James. Oh, boy, that's a foul. How could they not call that? It's a big foul. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty impressed by United Christian Mustangs tonight. Coming into this game, I thought this would be one of the tougher games of the season, and I still believe it is going to be one of the tougher games of the season. But they're holding their own. Nick's got a wide open three. Look there. It bounced off. It was a good design play. Came away with a good look, but nothing doing. Ball goes down in the corner. Nick's got hands all over it, and it does come up with a steal. Gooch has it. Gives it to Matthew, who's going to set it up. But actually, James is going to set it up. Good decision there by the Mustangs to come away with the ball and retain possession. Gooch sets a nice pick for James. James gives it off to Matthew. Matthew's going in hard. Kicks it out to Nick. Nick takes a dribble step. Boy, Hayden almost came away with that. He had good position, Hayden did, to come around with an offensive rebound. But it just kind of bobbled around there and came out on the other side. Madison Academy looks at the corner. Oh, makes a nice pass in. It was a well-designed play to get the ball down in the short corner. Oh, yes. I think that particular Madison Academy player was not prepared for the physicality that Nick brought to that corner. Nick's playing above his grade level right now. And look at Gooch. Speaking of playing above his grade level, Jonathan Gooch brings it within 1 point. They have a 1 point game. It's not quite halftime. It's a minute 24 to go. Let's see what Madison Academy does. They kick it to the other side of the floor and they launch a three. It bounces. Gooch comes up with it. He almost got it. Didn't quite get it high enough. There, Gooch does get it. Gooch is going hard. Let's see what happens here. Oh, there's a foul. Oh, boy, I'm glad he didn't crack his head on that concrete there. That boy probably has 2 to 3 fouls. They're probably going to have to pull him off. Every time they fast break, he throws his body into him. So that's 2 fouls I've counted in the last couple of minutes of play. Jonathan Gooch is going to get 2 shots. One of them would tie the game. And ladies and gentlemen, we got Madison Academy in a battle here. We got a 1 point game with 1 minute to go before halftime. Oh, excuse me, not a 1 point game, a tie game, excuse me. I don't know what's happening here. I do not know what is happening. If your TV screen is upside down, maybe somebody can send me a text if it's upside down on my screen. I'm not exactly sure why. I might just have to flip this thing over. Can't hardly see the film. I hope I can flip this thing over. Oh, there, it's corrected itself. I'm not sure what happened there. temporarily flipped on me. Okay, calling all Mustangs fans. If anybody has an old pad, I guess that's what you call these little things. Notebook, not notebooks. I guess it's like a pad. We probably need a better one. This thing continues to give me fits to try to get it up and running. It's doing weird stuff like flipping on me. So an old donation might be a good thing for the UCA Mustangs. We'll see if we can't get our hands on it. Give me a little better chance of streaming. Smoother transition. Look at James going in. Oh no. Oh no. That was a play by number 0. Matthew just make sure that he doesn't come away with an easy basket. I agree with Matthew there. This little bobber that's causing this thing. See if I can get it out. I'm not sure why this thing won't give me straight up and down. Let's go, flip. For some reason, I'm getting a message here that it looks like it's good for the viewers at home. This is very hard for me to video. The whole screen is flipped on me, so I might just have to narrate. All right, that ball was kicked out. We did allow it through the middle there. Oh, so thankful that ball did not go in. Buzzer goes off, and ladies and gentlemen, we have a 2-point game with Madison Academy at the half. So our downstairs staffers will probably kick off some halftime music for us. Uh-oh, Kyra's at the helm. We got hoop. There it is. No, that's Space Jam. Glad to hear from some of you watching that the video is good for you. I guess it must be fixing it from the YouTube level, but it's sure not fixing it for me. I'm looking at an upside down screen. But that's okay. As long as my fans at home can see, I believe we're good. We're going to have a 7-minute halftime. I'll leave this set here ready to go. In 7 minutes, we will tip off with the third quarter. Just a reminder that I have a screen on me that's upside down. I have messed with this thing and I can't get it to fix. Oh, there, I just said that to fix. What in the world? I don't know. I'm glad to hear, though, I think some of you said on texting there that it's good for you at home, so that's good news. It just came back right side up for me, but I have no idea why it's occasionally flipping on me. So what I have right now is a 2-point game at halftime. We have 56 seconds to go. I'll raise that up where you can see it a little bit there. Before halftime ends, these boys will get the inbounds for the second half to start. Coach Davis making his way over to the team, taking a glance up toward the live stream. It would be great to see a close game in the fourth quarter here. They're going to have to maintain discipline, though. I think they probably have built a little confidence. So they've got some good hands on this. They're actually improving every week on the 1-3-1. I think the 1-3-1 will work for a disciplined team, and we saw a few instances early in the season where that was actually struggling. But it's patience does you well with that defense because you have to be very disciplined. And kudos to the UCA Mustangs and Coach Davis for really creating a much improved version of this defense. I can't believe Nick saved that in the corner there, but he did. That ball was nearly rolling out. James makes a nice dribble drive. Oh, and he finds wide open Gabriel, but we made the wrong pass back to the inside there. He thought that was his player coming through, but that was a Madison player. Nick flies out to the side. Got a near double team on there. That feed was to the middle. That was a miss. Nice block by Gooch. Make sure our stat keepers put that block on there. Unfortunately, though, they did come away with an offensive board, and that brings this game to 16-20, a 4-point game. Jonathan Gooch going down to test his prowess on the inside. He did get a shove there. I saw the ref in the corner indicate that that was a contact foul on the dribble. Now that's good because Madison did come away with it, but the foul would have happened before the turnover. Gabriel Dreger steps out to inbound this ball. Nick moves over to get it. He gets whacked around a little bit. I'm kind of surprised that wasn't called as a foul. He gets thrown back up to James. James looking. I think he gets a pick there from Nick. He's out of your view. Couldn't see the corner there. I'm sorry, it's not a great angle with all these banners in our way. That was fed down low again. Oh, nice hand by Jonathan Gooch, but unfortunately the ball slipped back out there. So we got a 4-point game, 6:39 to go in the third quarter. Looks like they're doing a little bit better job. I guess I spoke too soon. They were covering the middle a little bit better there, but I think the halftime adjustments by the coach on the Madison Academy team was to bring that guy down into the post unobserved when the ball is on the opposite side and have them feed it down in there. That's worked twice in this quarter alone, and it's helped give them a now 6-point advantage. Nick's had great hands all along. He's actually caught the ball in traffic and managed to. Oh boy, that was one too many steps there by Matthew. It was close though. Close. All right, number 2 drives down. It's a good double team in the corner. There's that pass down again. Boy, I hope Coach may have to take a timeout. I don't think they're quite seeing that. They are double teaming on the outside, but they're leaving that center open for the pass down. That certainly, to me, is probably the halftime adjustment. That's 3. There's no chance in my mind that's by accident. Coach has called a timeout. Not sure if he's wanting to make an offensive or defensive adjustment there, but our offense was kind of stalled a little bit. You gotta make sure you don't run into 5 seconds. If you're engaged by a defender, you have 5 seconds to do something with the ball. An active dribble is something, but if you do a passive dribble and you don't move, you're subject to a 5-second loss of the ball. Coach may have sensed that and called this timeout. But it also could be he wants to make a defensive adjustment and keep somebody in the middle of that paint. So that trap out there in the corner, the middle of that paint is wide open. Hoping we can get back to the confidence we had at the end of that second quarter. We were really playing well. Now they're getting a little bit more physical. Obviously, you can see they're pressing hard and slacking from behind. That's a push, though. Reach in from behind, and he does make contact with James Davis. James is actually driving against some really tough coverage there. Very impressive James this year. Really learned how to play aggressively. The ball hits the kneecap from Hayden high. Hayden does get on the court and goes for a scrap right against it. Ball's down, the ball is laid up. Fast break by Madison Academy. 10-point lead by Madison. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Looks like with this aggressive style of play here, James could probably use a pick. Just keep whacking James to the ground. That's the second foul he's gotten in the last minute, so hopefully that's going to tame him a little bit, but he's really aggressive against James right now. Number 2 for Madison Academy, pink shoes. James has it. Let's see that pick, gentlemen. Those picks are coming. It's pretty aggressive, though. James has handled his own, though. Hasn't really turned the ball over. Ball's out to Nick. Nick's back up to James. Matthew smartly comes up to get the ball. Drives into some coverage. Kicks out to Gooch. Nick takes it from him. Oh, that pass was a little too short there. Nick's trying to stop it. Oh, good foul by Nick. That would have been a layup. That is the right thing to do. You don't give up the free layup. You make him earn it from the strike. Good read. Nick has come over to the bench. He's either getting, I honestly, I can't see it, but I think Coach has called him over to give him some further instructions on how to deal with the offensive possessions here. So Coach from Madison Academy has made some good offensive and defensive adjustments, put a little extra pressure on our guys. Madison misses the second one. Ooh, they're fast to the ball, though. They're fast to the ball. There you go. We got it out to Matthew. Matthew's running down the court. Trapped high. Matthew, I can't see him, but he's in the corner. Ball is rolling all over the floor. The feed is down low, but Madison Academy can't come up with it. We got Matthew Goat bringing the ball down the floor. Looks like they have had a sub for James Davis temporarily. Gabriel Breacher, Hayden, and Gooch are all on, as well as Matthew and Nick. Nice reach around that corner. Not sure what the call's going to be there. By the way that we're running on defense, it looks like that's going to be a travel ball. I suspected because the ball was not maintained on that dribble very well, but I kind of hope there might have been some contact. There, he's clapping his hands down low. Boy, he's wide open. Glad we reacted to that. He was so wide open, he was clapping his hands a second ago. There's another guy with his arms up. There we go. Nick's spotting it. That's good. Get down there, boys. Well, we got the outside shot, though. Boy, nothing's rolling for us right now. It's been a tough third quarter. 30-16 your score. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Man-to-man, so here comes the setup play. It's a nice fake by Nick. Oh, he goes right up. Oh, wow. That's an animal. He gets Matthew hard. He gets whacked in the head. You can tell by the way he's holding his face there. That was not gentle. But Matthew stays focused and puts it in for an and one. Wow. Matthew converts the three-point play to bring us within 11. That's the first offensive juice we've had in a while. They sure did need it. All right, they ball back up top, back around the horn a little bit. I'm not sure where to go on this. It's back upside down on me. Unfortunately, that's another three. Oh, everything's running for them right now. I only hope they stall a little bit in the late third or early fourth quarter to give us a chance to gain some time. Oh, boy, wouldn't that have been nice. Nick had a little bit of look there. It was a deep look, but he had Gooch going in, drawing the foul. That's the way to get physical. I like that decision. You got to take it to them if they're taking it to you. He's got to earn this from the strikes. Our free throw shooting's not been bad at all tonight. Hopefully we can get at least one or two of these to fall. If we get this next one fall, we'll get to 20, bring this to within 13 points. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. There we go. That's on the Goats. The crowd likes that. 33-20 is now the score. I'm hoping that, oh man, back to that same spot in the paint. Come on, Mustangs. They got to identify that soon. That has probably been the cause of 6 to 8 points in this third quarter. Come on, drop. Nope. Hayden High gets in there and reaches for it. We got a fast breaker. Gabriel's fast down the floor. Look at the great hands by Jonathan Gooch. There's some good hands on the other side of the floor, too. Yeah, been a fast break. Really nicely played. What a great poke by Gabriel Dreacher. Nick saw the open Matthew Gogan went there for the fast break, but the hands on this Madison team are really good. Look at Gabriel going. He misses a potential steal there. Ball goes to the other side of the floor, and they go into the paint. He's got two guys on him. He goes up anyway, and that ain't going to work for him. That ain't going to work. Matthew's got it. Matthew's looking down the floor. Oh, he got it stolen, but fortunately that ball does go out of bounds on Madison. Boy, there's hands everywhere. I can't tell you how many hands. Just when you think one team has hands the ball and got it, the hands come in from the other team. So everybody's playing pretty aggressive right now. Scoring for Madison Academy has slowed a little bit, but we certainly need it. Oh, shoot, that's what happened there was that Hayden High came up and set the screen and didn't quite get a full stop before Matthew started his dribble and contact happened. That's a moving screen violation. That ball's being, oh, that was, I thought it traveled. Nice Gooch. Yeah, that's a foul for sure. That's either a Gooch came away with it or a foul, and they fouled him. Gooch has been fantastic on both sides of the floor tonight. Probably among the most aggressive on the floor for both teams, actually. You got a couple of guys on that Madison team that are always looking to get on board. Another big screen, that's 2 in a row. We have to set on those screens. Mercy. We're not getting our feet set. The dribbler's going early. And we're not getting our feet set. So when that happens, when the dribbler goes early, you just got to stop right where you are and just stand still. If you move at all when the contact happens, that's going to be a moving screen every time. They kick it out for the 3-point shot, and Madison does not take it, but they kick it out up top. Come on, identify that down low spot. Don't let it in there. That went in there anyway, but looks like the number 20, I can't tell if that's 20. He's got one pink shoe, one blue shoe. Turn around, I can see your number. There's number 20 for, and there's 3 seconds in the paint there. That's a nice screen. Boy, we lost the dribble, though. Here comes a very hard break. Gabriel, good for Gabriel to get in there. And that's the right thing to do. Boy, I really love the fact that nothing's free down there tonight for the Mustangs. Even when we're down, we're fighting. I don't like free rebounds. Nick got in there first. Made it difficult for the guy. When he came back, Gabriel was in his face. When he got the offensive rebound, Gooch came in for the foul. Always make these tough. Nothing free there. And in fact, they didn't come away with one of the 2 points. If they miss them both, that'll be a serious win. Okay, he hit 1 of 2. It still makes that a 1-point possession instead of a 2-point possession. Great decision to not let that be free. I love to see this kind of fight out of this team. This team has really impressed me this year. They're learning how to score. They've gone 2 years in a row losing a big scorer. Josiah Goat, the high scorer on the school year 2 years ago. And Seth Davis, the high scorer from last year, and so we've had to go, and he was the second highest scorer in the 2 years ago. So we've actually gone 2 years in a row losing some high scorers. This team's got to learn how to score. And right now they're scoring about 30 a game, I'd say. And they actually only have a 9-point differential for the season. Which now, watching the stats on this team, seeing some good numbers. 9-point differential. It's really good for a team that's still learning how to score. And I feel like they're going to turn a corner soon on that, especially with some of our younger players getting minutes on the floor. James Davis and Nick Counts only freshmen, Jonathan Gooch only a sophomore, so we have a great chance to get better and better on our offensive scoring. It's nice to have that 25-point-a-game senior, but as of right now, we haven't seen that kind of production yet. Out of our several upperclassmen on this team, we have about 3 or 4. We missed the first shot here. Nick's at the free throw line. I don't think that was a shooting foul, but after 5 fouls in a quarter, your team actually gets to shoot from the stripe. 2 shots. Nick missed the first, makes the second. 13 block game with 39 seconds to go. That's an automatic catch to shoot at the 3-point there. James goes for that possible steal, misses. They're in the corner. And it couldn't see it there, but it actually went off of the Madison Academy player. And we got the Wild Troop there in the center of that. UCA Mustangs fan Zoomed in, I had a good angle, but my screen is still disoriented on me, so I can't hardly see the film. Gooch goes hard to the basket. What a really nice drive down the ball, but it was bouncing around a little bit once he got down. Boy, there's 4 Mustangs that beat the entire team down the floor. There's hustling. Oh, and how did that fall? But no, I don't think it's going to count. Yeah. They did not count that, thank heavens. I think it went up right as the buzzer was going off, but didn't get off in time. So we got a score of 34-21. Let's see if I can identify where that troop of fans is over there, the wild section. Oh, there they are. Look at them 4 girls. They don't even know I'm filming them. Alright, I got them in the center of the screen there. They don't even know they're being fouled. How embarrassed they're going to be when they see that I'm filming them. Oh, they had a 5th one. The people in front of them are paying attention, but the girls themselves aren't. That's funny. That's the Gooches there. Mr. Gooch with the pad in his hand there, avid stat keeper. It's been very helpful to keep all these stats for the season. We'll zoom back out here, interaction on the screen. Oh, thanks for the great, I'm just seeing some of these texts come up on my screen. I appreciate the great well wishes. I don't know that I'm a great announcer. I say too many times. But I appreciate the props. Matthew's going in hard in the basket. Look at that. Oh, that's got to be a foul. No doubt about it. Well, we appreciate that hard work by Matthew. We did some film study last week, and one thing that we noticed, and Matthew noticed too, was that he was pulling up too short and was never getting a foul. You got to finish that and actually draw into the foul. And then you get your 2 shots, and you get the other 10 foul shots. Matthew hits 1 or 2. So that paid dividends. A foul on the other team and at least 1 point. Let's see if we come away with 2. Ball bounces up. Gooch is going hard for it, but number 2 from Madison Academy is one of the more aggressive players. He's the one that was doing all that harassing up top earlier on James. He's going in himself. Yep, that's the right thing to do, but Holden Thorne says, I don't think so. I'll take a foul before I let you in there. Holden's had an impressive season. Number 0 for the United Mustangs down there on the post. It's actually his senior year, and he stepped up, decided to give it a shot, play some basketball. It's a tough thing when you're a senior and you're just learning the sport, but he's been a fast learner, I think. He's contributed on the well for Coach Davis. All right, this is kicked out the mat. He's going for the basket again. He cuts it off. He kicks it to James. James kicks it to Gooch. That was a steal. I told you this boy was aggressive. Not only did he steal it, but he went hard to the other side of the floor. Raises his hands in disgust at the referee that he didn't get an and 1, but that ain't going to happen. They're up 15 right now. We had a 2-point game at the half, but we had a really tough 3rd quarter. Boy, that was nice for Tim. Oh, does he save it? He does save it. Here comes number 2 again. Number 2, by the way he's playing, is probably a junior or a senior, but he is very, very aggressive. He's smart. He goes for all the fast breaks. He's probably been the toughest guy to combat. And Coach Davis taking a timeout. I'm sure at this point he's wanting to talk over those offensive possessions. Taking the last couple of offensive possessions and kind of squandering them with not the right amount of movement, not the right amount of passing. Not the right amount, but not the proper passing. We got a senior bookkeeper that's also a DJ on the downstairs table. She's gone from Space Jam to Soak Up the Sun. But she has some nice selections. She often DJs our road trips. Appreciate those seniors that aren't playing basketball stepping up to help us with things like books. She's been doing it 2 years now. As Tyra Patterson, hopefully they can get a replacement next year. UCA fans are watching, and you'll be a junior or a senior next year. We may try to get your help on the bookkeeping. Boy, look at that basket. I'll tell you what, if the coach took a timeout and drew that play up, it was brilliant. I mean, we got a wide open Gooch. We got 2 points. This ball's coming down, I think. No, he went all the way through. He's looking to get it in, but Gabriel steps in and actually takes away that passing lane. Great play by Gabriel Breeder. Matthew Goats going hard to the basket. He kicks out. That is Gooch, and he goes in, and he draws the foul. Good for him. He's playing aggressive down there in the point of attack near the paint. We have a 15-point game. Stranger things have happened with 6 minutes to go. But really, to get us within striking distance, we'd have to put at least 5 or 6 points on the board without allowing any. I think that would be the difference. Then you get within striking distance, you might have a couple of 3-point plays late that could make the difference. We didn't get those points yet on that strike. So we came away empty-handed on that possession. Here comes number 2, dribbling hard around the top, feeds it in. Gabriel's really playing hard. We got hands on that ball, but we didn't get it. And Nick comes away with the rebound over guys taller around him. Nick's been playing really well tonight. Matthew Goats looking to see what he wants to do. He's going in too. Oh boy, was that close. He got his hand all the way up out of the basket. And I thought that was going actually. The last second, I decided it didn't want to go in. 15-point game, 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go. Nice pull-up shot by number 2. The way he's been playing, I really thought that was going to go in. He sure looked confident when he shot it, but it just wasn't good enough. Matthews a tad bit risky with the ball here. James Davis, oh man, if that could go in. I've seen that. James Davis, nice pump fake, got his person in this bit. Well, that's the way you teach it there in the basketball gym, is when the ball hits your hands, you don't even bring it back down, you go straight back up with it. Number 20 there for Madison, playing that just the way the coaches ask you to. Very well played. Boy, he is open for the 3. I was going to say, I hope they find Nick, but they missed him. He was open there for about 2 or 3 seconds, and the ball didn't get to him. Matthew Goats. Can't see him, but he's on the bottom side of the floor. He's going in. The ball came off of somebody. Bounced into the hands of number 2, who's definitely going in. Yep, going in hard. Yep, he gets his basket. So a tough second half for the UCA Mustangs. We had a great start. We knew this was going to be a tough game. I imagine the coach is going to want to watch the film on especially the 3rd and 4th quarters so they can do better when they see this team in 2 weeks. Boy, kick that out. Boy, Nick is open and they're missing it. Down by 19, you'd think you'd get some of those open 3 throws, but we keep driving the basket. Driving to the paint. Jonathan Gooch has put a lot of fouls on people tonight, though, going in tonight. Good, strong play there. We got to actually make them pay when they foul us by putting these free throws in. First one's good. 43-25. Hayden High checking in. Gabriel Breeder checking out for the UCA Mustangs. Now, if the UCA Mustangs can notice what has happened here, this is a pretty typical 18-point lead with 4 minutes to go that your coaches will often put in some of their younger bench. Looking at the floor right now, I would say 3 to 4 of these guys at least are underclassmen. So this is when our team needs to actually put a better and stiffer game together. See, there, that gentleman right there lost the ball, doesn't know what to do with it. Matthew just says, give it to me. Takes it like a bully taking a lollipop in the playground. fighting hard. I like that attitude. That actually comes up with a jump ball, which is going to turn into a UCA Mustang possession. Very well played by the UCA Mustangs. This is what you do when the coach decides to put younger players on the floor. You bring it to them. It's kind of funny that just 3 of our starters are younger players, but we're having a great. Nice deep offensive possession. Drive in, put in. Look at Gooch almost stealing that, but he misses. Shot's no good, though. They let it go out. Oh, very well played by Madison there. He knocked it back in, and I don't think we were expecting it to be knocked back in, and it came off UCA. Ball's in the corner. Ball's up top. 45's not ready for it. Boy, we could pressure 45. That's the way to go, I think. He always looks like he's ready to turn it over. Look at the hands by Nick. He's making it very difficult down there. Ball goes back to the corner. Let's see what happens. Looks like a travel. This is 2 straight possessions that the UCA Mustangs have been able to come away with the ball. Boy, he finds a wide open. Yes, sir. Matthew goes. Pump fake and the put in. Matthew's gained some confidence. This has turned into only a 14-point game, so they have done exactly what you need them to do. When they get the younger players on the floor, you've got to play more aggressive. You've got to steal the ball more. It looks like Gooch got his hands on that one. Gooch was heading toward the other basket, but the ball didn't stay on his hand. It rolled off. It's good thinking, but you got to finish that steal there. Number 45's, boy, Hayden's tying it up. Boy, I kind of disagree with that. I thought Hayden got in there and tied that ball up well. They called that as a foul on number 24, Hayden High. Nick's got hands all over that ball. Boy, Nick's got a steal nearly twice. Looks like the ball hit it out of bounds, but I don't think they're going to call that a foul. Nick got his hands on the ball twice. I know he's in the mine. He's living rent-free in the mine there, but Gooch managed to come away with possession, even though 2 guys were fighting for that. Great game by Gooch tonight, both sides of the floor. Appreciate that effort. James is coming down. He's driving hard. He's giving to Matthew. Matthew's decided to go in several times in a row, and he goes up again. I think it was surprised at how open it was, actually. James actually got that blocked. Oh, that's good, Matthew. Looks strong. Matthew gets his own rebound. He decides to kick out to Jonathan. Jonathan kicks into Matthew. Ball is stolen. Gooch comes up with it. The ball doesn't know where it wants to go. Kicks out to James Davis. James Davis makes a nice teardrop shot. It doesn't fall. You got a 14-point game with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. You got 1 minute and 50. I think the Mustangs could cut this to under 10. They have sensed on the floor that they, like a shark sensing blood in the water, they are the better team on the floor right now. Close this to a single lead. All right, they've set up. Boy, that was kind of an ill-advised pass. He didn't get enough separation there. Matthew smartly, though, kept his body in front of number 22, and he got a body check foul there. Oh, look at that pass. Oh, that's a foul. I do not know how he didn't get that one. The only thing I can think is that the ball was loose. So they must have just counted it as 2 guys going for a loose ball. But to me, if that was a possession, that was definitely a foul. Nice jump stop. Boy, that boy number 3 made a beautiful jump stop in the middle of the floor, just like to draw it up. Some of those students pay attention on those camps and those practices. He's developed a nice jump stop for himself. Holden Hyde's size. I'm not good with the ball. It's in his hand. Didn't come away with anything there. We got looks like a 16-point game. $58 seconds to go. That was a great idea, but if you do the pump fake, you got to keep both feet firmly planted. If the feet come up, it's going to be a travel. Great decision, great attempt at a shot there. boy, that's going to be down there in the 3-point range, but they do stop it. Look at Jonathan Gooch with the block. Nick's hustling to get back over there to the other side of the floor. That's down the corner, I think. I hope they come back to the other side of the floor. 32 is about to swing around. Jonathan Gooch gets that ball too. Let's see what he does with it. He finds James Davis, who picks it over. Oh, gee, that is no good. Oh, well, I hate to see a young man laying down in the curled position on the floor. I thought he got banged up, but now he pops up pretty quick in the 45. James Davis gets it. Ball rolls off on the floor. I disagree with that. I thought the Madison player is the one that dislodged it and knocked it out, but they call for Madison. Got 13 seconds to go in the game here. Boy, the UCA Mustangs save it, and they just hold there. I am proud of the UCA Mustangs. That's only a 16-point game. I think they'll have a lot of film to study. And with the Madison Academy team, about twice the size of our school, it was really nice to see us fight that hard and that well. And score 2/3 of what was needed. So UCA Mustangs do have some improving to do. They're still really young. They're still getting better. What I'm really excited for is I'm excited to see them grow. I think they have some 8th graders that are coming up that are really good players right now. And I have a feeling within about 2 years, we're going to see a really stout team and strong. Coach is marching his troops down to their locker room, just to the left of the bleachers there. Go downstairs. It's a wonderful facility here at the Trousdale County Middle School gym. This actually used to be the Trousdale County High School gym. And when they built their new building, they turned this over to the middle school. But when they turned it over to the middle school, they did do a complete overhaul of the gym. The middle school got a nice new floor. And by God's good grace, we have a chance to play our ball games here in such a beautiful gym. The double-decker stands for our fans and some great fiddles. Concession stand area, so I hope you can make it out to some of our home games. There is one home game in mid-December that we did not actually get a rental for this facility due to a already scheduled middle school ball game that night. What we're going to do is play that game at a facility in Gallatin called First Baptist Church of Winchester Street. So watch and ask for that particular game. I think that's the last game before the school lets out for the Christmas season. That's December the 15th on a Monday night. Hope you can make it to watch our live stream on Thursday night. That game is going to be somewhere between 5 and 6. I haven't gotten the final confirmation yet. So make sure you ask somebody. If you're in the email list, the email will go out, Lord willing, tomorrow when I get confirmation on the exact game time. And we'll be at Victory Baptist Church in Shelbyville, a team that we have not played since, I want to say, 2007. But they are certainly closer to us in size of school. We have 135 K through 12. And I think both Temple and Victory are our size schools. So Madison, of course, a lot larger. Curry Ingham a lot larger. But we like to bring it, because on our good years, we actually can beat these schools. So we definitely don't want to lose these great contacts if we can help it. Hope to see you guys Thursday night for our live stream then. Take care.